Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by former top heavyweight Mr. Scott Welch. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you, yeah.
Very exciting day for heavyweight boxing and boxing as a whole at the launch press conference for Matchroom versus Queensberry, 5 vs 5 Riyadh season. Excited for what we've got coming up today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
We have to talk about some of the prospective fights on the card. We've seen rumours swirling for the last number of weeks. Daniel Dubois' name has been a really big part of that over the last few weeks, and a potential matchup against Filip Hrgovic hopefully will be confirmed in the next hour or so. Some matchup for the world heavyweight title.
Yeah, really exciting. I think Dubois has proved himself now. He's come back from the couple of fights where he's, been up against it, and he's come back, proved himself, and he's definitely one of the big men in the mix now. Definitely, all day long.
Even in defeat to Usyk, how much did his stock rise in your opinion?
I mean, listen, he's a young heavyweight. He's still a young heavyweight learning his trade. We don't lose in this game, we learn. And what he's done, he's gone away, he's learnt. Someone's got to win and someone's got to lose, but the losing doesn't have to be a loss. And he's turned them losses into even better work. And he's come back and proved to us all that he's a hell of a heavyweight. So.
We've seen his progression under Don Charles, and I think often we forget how young Daniel still is. He's still got possibly a decade, possibly even more in this game. To be fighting for a heavyweight title for the second time at the young age he is, what is his ceiling for his potential in your opinion?
Again, it's whatever he wants to do. It sits with these guys. If you've got the belief and you've got the belief and the work rate and the mindset, you can go on for as long as you want to go on. Look at AJ. He could have been out of the game now. But they're talking the third world title fight. So it's great. So whatever they want to do, they can do. Whatever he wants to achieve, he can achieve, but he's just got to keep his mindset and stay on track with everything.
How do you view a fight with Filip Hrgovic? If it is announced today, how do you think it goes?
I think, again, from the learning curves that he's had, the learning lessons, I believe he beats Hrgovic, and I believe he beats him comfortable.
We've seen Mr. Deontay Wilder has been out and about London for the last day or two, hoping that he is announced in a fight with Zhilei Zhang today. After his loss to Joseph Parker, were there any fears from your end that we wouldn't see Deontay Wilder again?
Listen, you're allowed a bad fight, right? He had a bad fight. It wasn't great in that, but we know he's better than that. So he's coming back now, and he should prove that was. He didn't have a great night. Whether it was more to do with what Parker did as well. Obviously, take no credit away from Parker. He did a great fight, and he jumped all over him. And I don't believe that Deontay's mindset was probably where it should have been. And he jumped all over him, got the win fantastically, and good luck to them all. So.
And in Wilder and Zhang, we possibly have two of the biggest punchers in the division in the world. Is there only one way that fight can end?
You'd like to think so, but again, it's heavyweight boxing. Zhang's a big monster of a man, and Deontay. If Deontay doesn't turn it on, then Zhang's going to win. And if Deontay wants it bad enough, he can win. So it's one of them. It's heavyweight boxing, the beautiful game of heavyweight boxing, right? So.
We talked about Daniel Dubois coming back from defeat and finding his feet again. Joseph Parker's another man that's done that. He seems to be on the run of form of his life at the moment. How much can that change you as a fighter when you're confident and you've got that running through your veins?
Listen, Parker's, from when Parker fought White, he's just gone from strength to strength. And, then we had the bad fight with Joyce. We thought he was done then, but then he's come back and he's proved everyone wrong again. So, listen, again, I keep repeating that, but the heavyweight game is an amazing game, right? So we don't know what's going on. One guy can turn up and turn everything on its head. So that's it. One punch turns the whole thing. They're fit, they're strong. If you're fit and strong and you trained hard, then the world is open to whatever you want to achieve.
Parker's called out Dillian Whyte, and he's also called out Anthony Joshua. Which of the two would you like to see him in with?
Listen, Parker, I enjoy Parker's fights, so whoever he wants to fight, I'll be watching, as most others will, especially after his run of form. So yeah, whoever. So.
Tyson Fury, we saw a last-minute press conference was called last week. I think there was some concern, certainly among social media, that there may be another cut or another postponement, possibly announcement, but relieved to see that wasn't the case, and Fury's looking in fine form and in fine shape ahead of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's really up for it. Like I say, I mean, I believe that he's a bigger, stronger. I don't think strength is really going to come into this. I think this is mental strength, mindset. Who believes he's the best and who's going to stick with it. I mean, both these guys, they're both great champions, right? So, but one's 6'2", 6'3", the other one's 6'6", 6'8", whatever he is. You got a big heavyweight against a small heavyweight. You know, as the saying goes, a good big heavyweight will always beat a good small heavyweight. I think what you've got here is two fantastic heavyweights, but the size difference for me is I've got to sit on Fury's side. But if he's anything less than 100%, I believe he could get beat. So he needs to be fully on it, which he's showing now. That he's done the work, and he certainly looks like he's done the work now, and he's certainly talking how we want to hear. So I don't see. I see one winner. So.
Where do you believe he is in his career? We don't know how many fights he got left right at the top. Do you believe he's on the down at all, or do you believe we're still seeing peak Tyson Fury at the moment?
I don't believe that any of these guys are really on the down. It's just, listen, it's what they've earned and where they are now. It's kind of like they've achieved everything. So it's down to them to keep their mindset and how long they want to be there. You know, you can only do it for so long. You can only go to the well a few times. These guys have now been to the well quite a few times, and they're still there. But you know, it's not really the decline. I think it's just a mindset. So as long as they want it, they can achieve anything they want. So.
Seems to be a bit of a theme of this interview, fighters coming back from losses. Anthony Joshua, I mean, another man that's hit a little bit of form with the Ngannou win and previously the win against Otto Wallin, in line for a third shot and to become a three-time world champion. I mean, what a story that would be for Anthony Joshua.
Listen, Anthony Joshua's always had everything as far as I was concerned. Obviously, the defeat took a little bit from him, and it took him a while to get back. I think Ngannou has just re-established who he is in his own mind, and I believe now that whoever's going to fight him to beat him, they're going to have to be on top of their game, if not beyond it, because he's going to be a tough nut to crack now after going through that last fight and the strength he would have gained from that, you know. So.
Are we seeing the best Anthony Joshua we've seen in his career at the moment, do you think?
Well, I'm hoping that the next fight we see even better than what he's just, shown. So he certainly looked great in that fight. This is what we wanted to see all the way along. We want to see exciting heavyweights. Fury's an exciting heavyweight. AJ's an exciting heavyweight. They're all big punching guys. And when they get it together, who knows, they can achieve anything they want to achieve.
Final thing from me, your son Tommy, is he campaigning at Bridgerweight now? Is that the plan going forwards?
Well, the plan is we're in the heavyweight division. We can fight Bridger and heavyweight. So we're just, but obviously the Bridges, that gives us another choice in the heavyweights. We're not big. He's not a big heavyweight. I wasn't a big heavyweight. We're 16, just over 16 stones. So the fact that we can operate at Bridger as well is great as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
So I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.